Hello everyone, my name is Kiribaka and I am your host and your voice for the voice here to entertain you and may not have no idea what I'm doing today. Actually I was like, I know what I'm doing today, it's just that I kind of like did with some of the things that I do. If you guys don't know, it's basically like, there are times that I'm just, working on stuff. The general things, and I've been thinking about this a lot. I might actually make my, instead of like have like the same things that going on into my screen. I want to do a little bit much more extra, just to like give my stream a little bit of flair going on there. Nim, 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 nim. Shadow sourced. Hold on. Working on stuff. There's still quite lots of stuff I have to like fix it up. Like the chatting systems is still yesterday stream, so I need to fix those things up. Okay, the chat stuff supposed to be working now. Yeah, Good King is not going to be here this few weeks. Oh, I suddenly feel so alone. And that's only Good King is here, and now I'll be like, oh, hi there. Go to do your thing. Get out. Oh yeah, the stuff that I want to do. Hold on a little bit. My art tablet. Yes, I'm going to have this thing. Hi there, Alva. Hold on. I'm going to put this thing right behind the scene. Okay, not going to put it in front of everything. Just going to like put this way to the back. Okay, way to the back. Ta-da! Technically, I should make a clone source of it, and then I can like blur it up, so you guys can't really like see the things out there. Yeah, I should. Just remove this thing. Yes. I'm going to create a additional display captures. Okay. And then this one will be on the display. Hi there, Terrence. It's weird that I have like TTS going on behind the scene. So it's like, I know Terrence have like the the big burly kind of guys have like it should have like those kind of big burly voice, but because of my TTS, like, hello Terrence is here now, and I'd be like, oh no. Hold on a little bit. I had to fix a little bit this, a little bit that. To be honest, every single time I see any like Angry Bird stuff, I feel sad because like Rio has been like ruining the franchise for a very long time, and now he's just gone. Hi there, Cappy, or Chappy, or Toppy, or Copy, or Koopy, or Copy. Cappy. Yes. Sorry, my brain still doesn't work. I'm still working on the stuff. Hold on a little bit. Still can chat, to be honest. It's just that if I keep talking, my brain is just, blurred a little bit. It's not I can't multitask. It's just today is a little bit. How would I say, like, you know, tired day, maybe. Not really sure how to explain it. Five. It have a little bit of blurred, but not too blurred, so I can just put it behind the scene so you guys still can detect there's something happening behind the scene while I'm working on it. The other stuff. Because this scene, I want to retire it. Because when I do streaming, I may have vertical stream here and there, but I do want to work out a little bit of things by unlink all the drawing scene. Okay, let's go back to this one. Yeah, I want my vertical scene kind of like stick with just the chat scene. Okay, like when I play games, like I'm still showing in this thing. So if anyone, I want my vertical streams to act like something, some sort of like a funnel stuff going on there. If anyone like interesting of what I'm doing, this and that other stuff, they can go to my horizontal stream. Okay. Boop. Yay. Have most of the things working out. I need to like put more stuff that kind of can be interactable in here too. If you guys don't know, I made a lot of things to have fun with everyone. So I'm going to try to like put most of the stuff that I made here. Let's have the sound effect stuff put in here first. Yeah, the sound effect channel. If I do this,
objection!
Yes, it's here, Okay. Let's transform, put it in list. Okay, I can let people have fun with that stuff. I think. I hope. I wish. Let's see. But I'm a simple man, okay? Simple man only requires simple stuff. And one last thing, general ad. Just gonna put this thing here. If you guys can manage to read it, then you guys know like what to do. If you guys didn't manage to read it, then yeah. Should I put it like right here or right below? Like below here. But you guys can't really see it, right? So if I put right below here and put it right behind me, yeah, you guys may be able to kind of like see it. I'm doing a lot of stuff. And hi there, indie game lover. Ooh. What chat pictures? Oh, those are all the art that I draw so far. Like on the vertical side of the art. So I decided to you know, make it like a phone thingy, and then they're able to do this and do that. And then if I also put like auto add stuff, I can do something like this. Boop. Oh, not this. Not this. Boop. So when there's like ad stuff going on there will be like this thing pop up, this and that other stuff. And I also did like some checking system. Is like if there's nobody chatting in my YouTube, they will kind of like won't post like the ad link and stuff. The bot basically just don't promote me in the chat, so it doesn't flood the fucking chat with like a bunch of like, you know, ad and stuff. Link. 1,000-yard stairs? Where? I don't know. Basically, I'm also an artist, so I kind of like do have to put like some ad stuff, and then like people are interested at the stuff that I do or work on, and then they can be like, hey, I want to commission you to do something, you know. At the moment, this particular one is also one of the art commissions that I have. They want me to use like carving style on it. If you don't know what carving style is, I have this very unique, I won't say too unique, but it is kind of unique kind of an art style that looks like this. It's like a very heavy inking kind of things. Like the way I do it is basically like you already seen like a lasso tool. So I will use like a lasso tool to like plot the blob, and then slowly using the transparency part, slowly chip them into shape. So with that, I can do quite a lot of stuff. This is supposed to be my vertical stream kind of like, you know, thumbnail, but sadly, I haven't finished yet. This thing takes quite a lot of effort to make one. And I still got like 1 commissions to like fix up, so yeah. Also, hello there everyone, my name is Vtuber and I'm your host and your voice with a voice here to entertain you and may not have no idea what I'm doing and then start yapping about and go off a tangent, getting other stuff, all those things. So at the moment, I'm kind of like in my chatting scene, so I'm just like vibing and chatting with people first. I need a little bit of warm up for my hands, for a little bit this, a little bit that, like all those kind of things. And a little bit for my voice too. This is the auto one. I didn't trigger it. Okay, I have like a timer system to run these things. Yeah, anyone on the vertical side is not exactly before the vertical, but I still kind of want to make it work, so it now looks like that. Maybe in the futures I'll try to make a vertical version of it. I still have a lot of different type of ads and stuff because again, like I am not like super popular as a streamer. I do have a lot of project I want to do, but you know, lack of funding and stuff. So I do put out that like usually people use Throne to like, hey, I want this gift. Hey, buy this for me for free. And I'm not really doing that. Is well, I do have something there, but generally, if you look closely into my Throne and stuff, you will see a lot of things. It's like project sponsors, content sponsors. Like I want to make this kind of contents, but I'm going to spend a lot of time to make the asset myself. Which, like I say, I'm doing art commissions. When I'm making asset and everything, I kind of have to close down that part of things. So I'm not earning money when I'm doing that. So it's best to like guarantee that I have certain funding to be able to for me to waste my time doing those things. It's like one of it. I'm still working on it. I still haven't really finished it. Let me change the scene. It's on my horizontal side, so you guys really want to take a look at it. You can click on the link and go to that side. Let me show you. Oh, not this one. This scene, obviously there's still lots of things going on there. If anyone play a lot of like Ace Attorney, they might notice. Okay? They might know the scene. It's basically I'm going to do like an Ace Attorney stream. This is why the objection thing is there. It's like I invite like guest VTubers that come in they will play the Ace Attorney game, and I'll be the one who do the clicking. They do the thinking. And then since Ace Attorney, there's no voice acting, I will force everyone to do voice acting. Ha. So that's that. And I also make like, I also make like reactive for my guests too, all those kind of things. At the moment, everything's still kind of like doing a little bit of renovations. I just recently add like, like vibrations and also like those kind of like zoom in hatch art, like this one. I just typed it and I typed it again just to show it.
Objection!
Yeah, you can see like that anime line thing there. Yeah. And hello there. Yes, I notice everyone. You say hi once, I can see it, but while I'm talking, it's not like I can talk halfway and then just reply you hi immediately. That's a bit rude. Imagine like I'm chatting with you and then suddenly I have to look aside and say, hey, hi, and then continue talking. Sounds a bit rude, right? Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Kira Vacu, and I'm your host and your voice. Here's to entertain you. I may not have no idea what the heck I'm doing and start yapping about and went off tangents. This is why I refuse to say hi sometimes, because I have to prepare to do my opening. Or I can just say hello there. I should show the vertical side of my streams, actually. Can I do that? I'm not really sure. I want to take a look. Can I make a scene that is just going to be the scene that I am on? Source clone? New? And then the source will be the current scene. Yay! It's working! Alright. Just have this, and then... Holy moly, it's big ass screen. I have no idea why there's like this big things here. Let me do the main canvas. Okay. Video buffering, yada stuff. No need audio. Active clone. Doesn't work if I do it like this, and I don't even know why there's like, I'm not even sure why like the big things there. Like, should be fine now. So I'm just going to put this thing here, enlarge it to almost like this, and right click, transform, center horizontally. I didn't think I need to center horizontally. Just going to put this thing here. Okay. And then put you way into the back. Okay, good. And then again, go to filters. I have to blur you out a little bit. Go to filters, add composite blurred. And then with that, I can kind of like give this thing a tiny bit of blur on it. Okay. So you guys like will be able to see like what is happening right behind the scene and stuff. Okay. Close. Yeah, that's why you guys will know like the full screen stuff is happening right behind the scene. if you guys are curious, you guys can go to my like horizontal stream. If you're not curious, just want to be vibing and just chatting with me, then yeah. There's quite lots of stuff that I still can do. Just made the video buffer a quarter. None. Ooh. Oh. It does those things. Okay, those are things done. I do have to fix a little bit of this and that. Yeah, there are the features. But again, hello to everyone. Yeah, people keep falling in. Hi there. It's been a while I have this many traffic, to be honest. Yeah, because like back in the days, I try to like like YouTube have that like if you are not a content creators, okay, YouTube launched these things that is like you can stream horizontal and like vertical in the same time. Still traffic. It have a lot of high and low. Before you're here, then there was like around how many people? Like 13 people was here, like the highest point. There's a lot. It's just basically having people coming in and out is kind of already is a big, huge of number, because back in the days I usually only have like that one guy here. It's called Good Kings. Or maybe sometimes Mute is also like staying here too. Mute, Good Kings, and Hilly. I only got like that few people is always here. And surprise, like when it comes to streaming, I always have that few other people here. Like, but here's the kickers. That is not your friend. Actually, if someone random come in, they just like vibing with you and then just be here. It's a big thing for me. That personally is a big thing for me. But also at the same time, I don't bound them that much. Obviously, there are people of their own. Everyone have a jobs. Everyone have their own time and yada yada stuff. And most of my viewer is literally on the American side, while I'm a Malaysian, literally opposite side of the earth. So like our activity kind of like is really hard to cross path. If they are here, I do appreciate it, but I do wish them for better health by not watching me too, because my stream usually is the middle of the night for them, so they should go to bed. They should go to bed. There are lots of times when I stream, I don't really like trying to be like the most successful or most famous streamer of all. I just, like I say again, I'm just here vibing most of the time. Yeah, I am. You can try to take a look in my horizontal streams. You can actually take a look at that artwork there. But currently, I'm still in like the just chatting scene. Sometimes I just like have that thing kind of like in there as a conversational piece. But generally, I just like right now just warming up my vocal. Easier for me to kind of like keep chatting this way, because like originally this is not actually my tone of voice when I speak English. Because here's the thing, generally if when I start speaking this, it doesn't really match my VTubers, so I heighten up my tone quite a lot just to, it is a very hilarious thing, because like when it comes to like dude being a male VTubers, they kind of lower their voice on purpose just to sound more sexy. But for me, it's kind of like the opposite. I actually heighten my tone just to speak more match up with my VTubers, because like you look at my character model, is quite similar to like those kind of like, back in those days is like 2010, before 2010, like all those like Fairy Tail, Natsu Dragon Eel, like all those kind of like Lord of Ueki, the spiky hair protagonist era. So a lot of like those kind of energy was input into it when I make my own model, and yes, I made my own model. So I end up look like this, but my usual English voice just doesn't really match up that well. So I have to use my like Asian English voice. When I say Asian English voice, it's more like depends on how multilingual you are, because when you speak multiple different language, you realize that when you speak some other language other than like English, you actually sound very differently. Like the tone, maybe even pitch have like some like change. For me, hold on a little bit. 1:43 p.m. So it's technically afternoon, yes. But I don't work for a second. Yes. So generally I would just like use my Chinese speaking voice because I'm Malaysian Chinese. So I can speak Mandarin, I can speak Cantonese, I can speak Hakka, I can speak Hokkien, I can speak a little bit of Japanese. Technically, I understand Japanese more than can speak Japanese. So yeah, so I end up like have a different tone of voice almost for every single language. But my Cantonese voice is actually quite similar with my English voice. But anything aside, but when I speak Mandarin, I kind of like have a little bit higher pitch, not higher pitch, higher tone. Like the way I speak is just basically like this. Or when I speak a very Malaysian English, I also sound like this. So I just mix in a lot of those like tone and energy into like this currently voice, then I sound like this. And yes, I used to want to be a voice actor too. It's not like I potentially can be, it's just I want to be one, so I did practice a little bit. But I didn't actually manage to land in any role because how uniquely I sound. Because try to think about this. I have a little bit of a like I won't really say British, like a little bit like drag on with my English, so it sounds like I'm trying to mimic like a British person's, but with like a very heavy like Asian kind of like way of speaking. So it kind of like blended both in the middle. It doesn't match up into anything at all. So I end up like in some way or sense is kind of like unique. It's hard to land a role with a voice like this. So I end up like unable to get any jobs as a voice actor. So I just not doing voice acting. Did you play Roblox? Why everyone keep asking me did I play Roblox or not? I'm 31 years old. I should not touch Roblox. I have a potty mouth too, so it's best not to be in there. I'm just going to ban left and right. The moment I restrict my language, it's just going to be restrict me as a person. So yeah, for Asian person, you have to know how we say fuck you a lot. But either way, a lot of people actually really, really want me to play Roblox for some reason. I guess most of the people here is just kids. If you're not kids, you ask me why do I play Roblox or not? I got some question for you. Hey, Mr. Police. Got a very old person like ask me do I play Roblox or not? Yes. He is like very like weird. I'm just joking, but still, it is odd if you are an old person you ask that kind of questions. Yes. If. But if you're kids, you're asking that question is kind of fine. I'm just going to like elaborate that I will not touch Roblox in the 50-mile radius because I am quite an old dude. I should not be in there in the first place. By will, unless I have like friends, like on the younger side of friends, and then they say, "Oh, I want to play this thing. I really wanted to. Can we do collab?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll do that once if I get invited. I'll do that maybe in the context of getting invited to do some things, or this and that other stuff. But I will not like by my own will go and download and play Roblox. I would rather go and play Minecraft more. And the Minecraft I play is not really child friendly too. I won't really say child friendly. Like it sounds very weird. It's more like it's a very difficult game usually kids would have a really hard time to play because I play RL Craft. If you guys don't know what is RL Craft, it's basically the hardest mod pack kind of like exists in Minecraft. So it becomes like really like it have like a high ceilings for you to play. If you manage to get playing that games, I congratulate you. It's a very fun game. But if you can't, then yeah, just stick with it. Much more simple games to play with. It's much more good for you. Do you want to talk about? You didn't talk about anything inside Roblox and morning. So how do I know? Did you talk things in front of the monitors and expect me I have the ability to listen through your monitors? Then that would be a little bit different. I'm not psychic. Yeah, don't worry. Just take your time. For me, I talk a lot. I mean, like, extremely a lot. Like, yapping is kind of like my kind of like content. If you don't like me yapping this and that, like yada yada stuff, then yeah, you can try to like scroll back and watch some other people. It's kind of fine too. It's like I am going to do drawing later on. When I start drawing, I'm kind of in like focus mode. It's really hard for me to chat with you guys. I still can hear you guys though. I can't hear you guys in some certain sense when you typed because I have TTS, but TTS is not like being heard in the stream, it's heard by me. So I can kind of like sometimes when I play games, people like chat with me. When I can't look at the chat, I can hear the TTS. And they are when I also like doing drawing, I have to look at the canvas. Like you can't just look at your monitors and then draw on the papers on the other side. Like it's just not really possible, unless you got an eye on under your chin. So yeah. Where am I from? Didn't I just say I'm Malaysian? If I say I'm Malaysian, you still didn't notice that. Like where am I from? Then you don't know where Malaysia is. Then even I tell you, you would have a hard time know that. Yeah, if your geography is not that high, then you would have a little bit like hard time to like challenging people by saying where you are from, because every single time, a lot of people will just say like a very weird locations things, especially like around this kind of times. Like usually Southeast Asia people were just like popping out here and there, like someone from Philippines, someone from Thailand, someone from Singapore, someone from Indonesia, like all those things. Oh, you know where Malaysia is! Congratulations! You're one of the few people who actually acknowledge Malaysian existence. Because here's the thing, like, a lot of people actually don't know where the heck Malaysia is. Some people might heard the name before, or some people literally have no idea Malaysia, like, exists at all. But we have this, like, weird location if anyone know Thailand, Thailand is a very like for Southeast Asia is kind of like quite like famous place. And then like and almost everyone know where Singapore is. We are literally right in between Thailand and Singapore. Somehow. Not a lot of people know where Malaysia is. Hey, congrats being in Asia. There's a lot of place, maybe in Japan or in Korea or this and that other stuff, who knows. Still, oh wait, there's a possible chance that you are from Vietnam too. Hi there. Well, there's a lot of place. Southeast Asia and Asia itself is actually quite big. And I know, I don't really sound like most like Asian people. Like, if I want to sound like Asian people, I can sound like this, but generally, this is like more or less iconic for Singaporean or like a very Malaysian person can speak. I don't use these accents because I don't speak like this in real life. I know I sound like Uncle Roger. I did that on purpose because most of my friends do not understand when I speak English. I have to speak like this and then they immediately understand what I'm talking. I don't know why when I speak like this, they immediately understand what I'm saying. I'm literally saying the same word. Just different pronunciation. I will send you to Jesus. Well, there's lots of things that I normally do. I just generally don't do those kind of things. Yeah, I've been chatting for quite a while. So hello to everyone. There's lots of people here today. Running out of breath. And also, I need to drink some waters, okay? Everyone, hydrate a little bit. Yes, you guys don't hydrate me. I hydrate you guys. Go drink! What? I'm Asian? Water is very easy for me to drink. I got water everywhere. No, you drink water and I already drink water already. I drank a bunch. You go and get a cup. And get some water and drink. Again, hi there everyone. My name is Kiravaku and I'm your host and your voice, blah 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 blah, yada yada stuff. I guess it's kind of like time for me to actually do some drawing. Yeah. And like this particular one is just like a sketch for me. I will like do my not this one. I would do this kind of like style art on this. Nah, sorry again, I don't do requests unless in the futures I can get monetized. You can just super chat me $5 and then I will entertain you. Drawing is a skill. It's not for free. What is my favorite anime? It's been a while. I haven't watched anime for a very, very long time. You know, ever since I learned animations, I kind of like stopped watching anime. I don't even know why. It's like, you know, in a certain situations, you kind of like become that profession. So you kind of like don't consume that thing anymore. It's like, oh, I become a YouTuber. Oh, I don't watch YouTube anymore. It's not like I hate watch like YouTube. It's more like I'm making lots of content. I just don't have time to make like go and actively go and watch YouTube unless like I'm a commentary channel. Like my job is going to watch YouTube, then I will be able to watch YouTube. Like generally, it's something like that. And also like I won't really say like I do enjoy anime. I do enjoy watching movie. I do enjoy doing lots of stuff, but as time passed, like the enjoyment become like very different. You know, it's like imagine you watch like Godzilla versus like Godzilla versus Kong. Okay, make it simple. Just like Godzilla versus Kong. Like if we go to watch it, you will be like, haha, big monkey punch lizards. Okay, you see the spectacle, this and that and stuff. For me, I view it and enjoy it in a different spectrum. It's more like, oh, this is how the CGI made. Oh, this is how they take the shots. Oh, nice high ground, nice like eagle view. Like, oh, this is how this that yada yada stuff. Like, I do enjoy it, but due to the understanding that I have, that we become like we kind of like you know, start to enjoy a little bit differently. I still can try to turn off that brain of mine and enjoy it like separately, but at the end, like my professional brain is just keep like analyzing the film instead of like watching the film. I do enjoy the film, but in a whole different context. Hey, nice froggy. It depends is a frog or the toad. You have to know, frog and toad is a very different thing. Frog doesn't bite, toad does. If it's a frog, it's like the you know, like the slick one with a little bit mucus on them. Yeah, it's fine. Unless they're colorful, then you're dead. You need to call an ambulance now. Frog is not colorful by nature, unless they're poisonous. So do be careful. Da ba dee da ba die. I'm blue and da ba dee da ba die. I'm an old guy, okay? I told you guys again, I'm 31 years old, sadly. Still single. Still a virgin. Oh shit. 30 years old, single and virgins. According to the rule books of Virgin 101, apparently once you reach 30 in that state, you are technically a wizard. And you can cast Fireball at will. Holy shit! Let me try it out. Fireball! Nah, nothing happened. Gosh dang it, they lied to me. I spent 30 years single for this. Alright. Enough of the lots of stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of like a little bit focus on drawing side of things. So yeah, I already said I would be going silence. I'm going to play some music for you guys, just vibing together. If you don't want to vibe together, then more or less likely case you can just go to, you know. Oh, why it has the advertisement? Oh, I think my brother kicked me out from the thingy. No, I don't have Spotify Premium anymore. Oh, wait a minute, the premium is back. Why you like they sneak in like an ad for me? I have premium. And hello everyone. What do you expect me to say hello back? In what way?
The speed here is content enough. You don't have to keep saying hello multiple times. I'm not blind.
I'm blind, but I'm not deaf. Wait, sorry. I'm deaf, but I'm not blind. There is a lot of song exist. What do you mean, like very high pitched voice? I never heard about it. Sorry, my voice sometimes like that. I just bought all the franchise.
Don't say sorry, Mickey Mouse. I am Mickey Mouse.
No, I can't do that for too long. So my voice will like it actually hurt my vocal box if I do too much.
At least some days I can do some of the word like this. A little bit jolly, a little bit this, a little bit that. There's like those kind of like 50-age times of like, you know, I don't even know like what the Radio Man voice is. It generally sounds like this.
That I generally do not do. All I can do like sound like Elmo. Apparently people say that it do sounds Elmo.
Hello. Depends on your impression of Luffy. Do you want a Luffy from the English dub or the live actions or like the Japanese one or the Espanol one or the French one, the Ilano one?
It just doesn't work. Like, I personally don't do the impression a lot. It's just that I want to become a voice actor back in the days, so I train myself a lot, so I can do a lot of voice. Just aside from that, I don't really like have a lot of like voice to do. That's random. Man, I ran out of waters. Oh no, but I need to get some more waters. Yeah, doing voice acting, playing a little bit with my voice is just so draining. Ah. How old am I? Who knows? Who knows? You can try to guess. I know sometimes, like, I do sound a little bit on the younger side, but I'm not young at all. I'm 31 already. I'm actually quite old. And even my face doesn't, like, my IRL face doesn't really look that old too. Like, I do stream with my face time to time. Yeah, I do stream with my face time to time, and then people look at me like, how the heck you are 31 years old? I guess like Asian genetic. Being an Asian have a good thing that you'll always look young until you hit 60 and then immediately become an old ass. You can just look at my older stream, it's not like I'm hiding it.
I will not listen to your demand. I will only do it when I feel like it. I am not your personal clown.
Besides, I look like terrible today, so I'm not going to like show my face today. Like, obviously, if you look like a fucking beggar, will you go outdoor without taking a gosh dang showers? Obviously, you won't do it. I did take a shower. It's just that, you know, it's really hot today. My hair has already become oily. I didn't set up my hair. I hate the fucking lightings that I'm going to put on my face. Like, that's the thing. Like, when it comes to like being a VTuber, the good thing is you don't need like hundreds of fucking ring light like pointing at your face. Okay, I'm doing drawing right now. I don't want to turn on the lighting. It's going to blind the shit out of my eyes. It's a little bit difficult for me to like show my face because I have to stand up. I'm lazy, okay? I have to stand up, turn on all the light, and then have to like go into the setting and then open up my camera again. Man, there's lots of work. You will see it if you watch me long enough. I don't even need to have like a dedicated day to face review. I got a haircut, but the haircut is kind of terrible for me at the moment, so I have to wait for it to like, kind of like, elongate it a little bit more. You know, every single time. I got used to my longer hair, so yeah. Sorry, then, burping a little bit. I guess I have to do that. I guess I have to do that. Among Us. Personally, I don't like Among Us. Even at the boom of Among Us, I almost never play the game unless I kind of like forced to due to like some big ass event my friend have, you know, like that big anniversary stream, something like that. I might appear one game. I hate lying. I hate manipulating people. So normally the game when it's kind of like involved that, I kind of like choose not to. I'm also a very brutally honest person. So if I am like the guy that is going to kill everyone, is like if you ask me, I would just say yes. It's not like I am incapable of lying. I just don't like the fact that I have to lie. Even though it's for games and stuff. Maybe I'm just stuck up. Who knows? Everyone have like their own principles, okay? And if like sometimes like, oh, you have to hide a secret for me, and then I will by never mentioning it. Like if you never say anything, like nobody would know that you know secret. So people will just ask you, and they'll be like, I'd rather not answer anything because I will answer stuff very truthfully. So it's very easy. Like so, playing Among Us become like if my friends know me, it becomes like a thing that is like super easy to know. Because if I don't answer, basically I am. A lot of people are not going to get invited. Like, not being invited is not, you know, death sentence or something like that. Oh, hold on, my phone. Yeah, I have to pay for the Spotify now. I've been leeching from my brother for quite a long time. He kicked me out. Yeah, you go ahead and play some Roblox. Currently, later on, like I would just go into vibing mode. I'm just basically just going to keep focusing on drawing. I'm not going to chat for too much. Like, I only like focus on the chatting at the very beginning most of the times. This is why usually I have like a few stage when it comes to like streamings. In the futures, you guys can look into it. When I'm doing drawing stream, I'll be drawing stream. I will have like just chat streams or like gaming streams. You can look at my horizontal kind of stream, that what kind of stream I'm currently in, and then you will know like what kind of mode that I will be in. There will be time I just will going to be sit here and chatting with you all, having fun and watching some YouTube stuff, like stupid things. Okay, now I'm premium. Back to premium. Yeah. Spotify Premium, na 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 na. Spotify Premium. Now I can play music for you guys. Spotify Premium, na 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 na. So I can play my own anime music. So you guys listening to the boring music. I think it's not even boring because it's Wuthering Wave. Yeah, the easiest things for me to like be in like YouTube and able to play music without like too much of a scare is just play game music, okay? Because everyone play games and make content about games, so the game studio actually will not troll claim. Like at least like they will fight against those kind of troll claimer. So you kind of like saved because of that. So having a lot of game OST is kind of fine unless the game is from Disney, then you're fucked. Do not play any like music from Disney game, okay? Including Kingdom Hearts, sadly. Gosh dang fucking Mickey Mouse. Uh-huh. Did someone just call me? Uh-huh. No, fuck you, get away. Oh, by the way, again, I have a very bad potty mouth, so sooner or later, when I start cussing, my vertical stream will start dropping. I'm not even kidding, because YouTube are very sensitive about that, like on the shorts thingy. So the moment I cuss a few times, like my traffic will just die. Immediately die. Let's go to drawing. Okay, this, okay.
You might be surprised to learn that there's big drama bubbling over in regards to the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the reception to it. So, in a nutshell, there's actually a few different things going on. A lot of bloody battles being fought with mangled corpses left in the wake. The Thunderdome that's claimed the most souls here is about the critic score versus the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. People are having a fiery conversation, a lot of shit and spit flying about the discrepancy between the two, arguing that it illustrates that critics are just this worthless fungus that are out of touch and don't represent like real taste, and the audience score is the only reliable metric on Rotten Tomatoes. And I actually half agree. I'm not exactly the biggest fist-pumping enthusiast for critic scores. I'll often check like what critics are saying about a new game or a new movie or show that's come out just to kind of get a gauge of what to expect when going into it, but I never take their word as gospel, and whatever their score they give it isn't something that
like watching IGN score.
But it is something I at least look at, though I don't put a ton of stock
That's a fun
into
job.
it. And this is coming from someone who always gives an opinion on like new games, movies, and shows. I do that very often, but I would never consider myself a critic. I'm just a fucking guy who goes and watches a bunch of shit and plays a bunch of shit, and I'll just tell you what I thought of it. That's kind of the end of that. Not a whole lot else to digest there. So you can agree or disagree with it till the cows come home. I'm never really trying to give some kind of like objective metric on if something was actually like amazing or dog shit. Just in my eyes if it was great or poo-poo. But I fully, whole hog, full chub disagree with the other half of the argument that the audience scores is the one that's actually indicative of the quality of something. I have screamed this from the mountaintops for years that Rotten Tomatoes, Jesus Christ, I sound like an actual Neanderthal. Rotten Tomatoes audience score is almost as useless as Pam Bondi. It's not like that's somehow more reliable in any way, shape, or form. Now, critic reviews, especially in recent times, are extremely all over the place and, oftentimes very out of touch. I agree with that. But audience scores, it's not like they're free from that sin either. Basically, every movie ever that comes out has a pretty high audience score on Rotten Tomato, no matter how terrible it is. Something could hit the theaters tomorrow, The Haunting of Titty Nippleless, and it'll be the worst thing your eyes have ever seen. Like, actually an affront to God. And then you'll check the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like 75%. And genuinely, do this right now. Any movie that you've seen that you didn't like, check the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's probably pretty high. Like, recently, Scream 7 came out. That movie's pretty trash. 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Do this for anything. Look at one of the worst Disney movies to come out in recent memory, Snow White from last year. 69% on Rotten Tomatoes for the audience score. Look at the worst Marvel movies of the last half decade. 75%, 77%, 79%, 76%. It is a given that anything that comes out is gonna have a pretty respectable Rotten Tomatoes audience score. It's almost a guarantee, like the sun rising every day. It's very, very rare to see like an actual catastrophic audience score for a film. Like even The Strangers Chapter 3 from last year, genuinely the conclusion to the worst horror trilogy ever made. And
Why
just
is
as a
mine wrong,
reminder, in
man?
case
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't know, because a lot of you probably don't, they rebooted The Strangers. I'm not talking about The Strangers with Liv Tyler from way back in the day, which is a classic. They rebooted it with Chapter 1, 2, and 3. Genuinely the worst horror trilogy ever made. And the conclusion is perhaps one of the worst pieces of horror that has ever fucking contaminated the cinema. Even that has a 49% Rotten Tomatoes audience score. So I'm not a big believer that the audience score is somehow the correct metric. Because no matter what, it's always going to be significantly higher than it should ever have any right to be for things that are actually bad. So Super Mario Galaxy movie having a 90% doesn't mean that it's a masterpiece that just critics don't understand. It just means fans are very excited about it. And thus they go and just storm 10 out of 10 reviews, which jacks the score way up.
Well,
and
it is a
everything's
show for
always
kids,
positive.
so
Like the audience score
they won't go
isn't
for
much
in
better
like
than
super
critics, is the
critical
point I'm
eye.
making.
Now
with
kids
that out of
with
the way,
iPad, you can
let's
just
get into the meat
access
and
that place
potatoes
quite easily.
of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I gave you my thoughts on it a couple days ago. Overall, I think it is worse than the first Mario Brothers movie, which I actually really enjoyed. I think it is a huge step backwards. It is basically Jingling Keys, the movie. A lot of people are calling it that, and that's exactly what it is. It's a movie that has pretty much no substance at all. There's not even really a plot. There's a few plot elements that constantly are jumbled around. It is a mess in everything except for its visuals. Its animation is stunning. It's very colorful, and it's very fun animation to watch, especially with the fights, and the music is absolutely slapping. They got boner jams out the wazoo there with very recognizable tracks remixed, and they sound great. But as a film, it is not very good. Basically, the film's formula is, here's something, and now that something is solved in the next 3 minutes. So that way they can get to the next something and just keep ham-fisting cameos till the cows come home the entire journey of this film. It is basically a movie that is all designed to just have you point at the screen going, oh, I recognize that, I get that reference. It's basically like the Star Wars formula where fans, glup shit-o out anytime they recognize something. That is the Super Mario Galaxy film. It is entirely built around just, here's like a small problem that is so small that we solve it in 2 minutes. So that way we can get to the next small thing and show you some more cameos, and then we can solve that real quick to get to the next thing. The story flows like it's actually a child playing with action figures and making up a story as they go along. And then Mario beats them, and then Bowser gets teleported out of the bee mines right after he hits the first rock, so he's reunited with his son, and then he forgets all about Mario and Luigi and their friendship, so that way they can blow up things in the universe with Planet Bowser, and then everything it gets solved real quick. It's just a mess. It is genuinely a mess. But like I said, it is Jingling Keys, the movie, So kids are absolutely going to love it. And that is mainly what it's catering to, more so than the first film. I thought the first film was enjoyable for anyone of all ages. It was just a good time. This is solely for children, I would say, or fans of the property that just want to point at the screen going, I remember that, or watching some fights that are cool. The fights are cool. It's just there's no real substance around them. Now, if you like it, all power to you. All I'm saying is it's just not really a very good movie, I don't think. So there's nothing wrong with pointing that out. But now people are vilifying anyone that doesn't like it, saying like, oh, they're expecting it to be Shawshank Redemption, this kids movie. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous how anyone would dare critique a children's film. It's just amazing how far we've devolved, where now kids films and kids shows and anything geared towards kids is just expected to be trash. Like it's just
Not just that, it's more or less like the Coco Melon style thing going on there. It's just very bright, very distracting, very lots of things, to be honest. It kind of like is a thing that kind of like exists. I would say, well, like if I say like Coco Melon is actually bad for kids, no amount of parent will believe that because it just saved their fucking life constantly. So it's really hard to convince someone that something that actually, in some sense, benefit them, like is actually negative for them. It's like telling a streamer that you like streaming is a bad career. Don't stream. It's just something that basic. And then people are saying, if you say that, why are you streaming then? Sadly, I know lots of people actually use this as a excuse to streaming, but I actually are disabled. So getting a job is actually pretty difficult for me. So that and then I live in Asia, and most disability considered as non-existent. So yeah, I kind of stuck it in situations, but still, I do agree on that fact particularly. There's also things that is like the reason why I say Coco Melons is actually not good for kids is basically they actually use all the peak vibrance colors. If anyone watching my horizontal stream, I'm pointing out in here, like there's this particular spectrum of colors which almost every single Coco Melons video is using. They will not do anything in the blend of this any other color at all. And even they use it, they will use the lighting to kind of like brighten up the color as much as possible. The reason that thing is kind of like bad for kids because kids is a visual learner. And if you always let kids watch Coco Melon and really basically just like a lot of video with like lots of bright colors, the world surrounding us is actually not that bright, you know? It's not that colorful. And if you make a world of a children's eye view really fucking colorful, when they look at the world itself, it's just dull. And because it's dull, it kind of nerfed the kids the ability of visual learning more than usual. So this is why it kind of like harms kids more than help kids. Yes, it make them shut up, but still, it kind of, you know, you get some, you also take some. You get some, also lose some. It's like the equivalence exchange situations in this particular things. And I'll let you go draw a little bit. We'll be back soon. We'll be back soon. Ah, back. Let me teach you a little bit of English. I thought you fell asleep. Not think you asleep. Okay, gonna keep watching stuff. I think I don't need to show you guys what I'm watching. I can just go ahead and listen to some anime music while I'm doing stuff. Yee. I am drawing, but I need to do a lot of setup. Again, if you guys want more visual, is in my, you know, is in my like horizontal screen. You guys can go to that by clicking the link that I just pinned. There's a lot more instruction for the interactable. Yeah, you should just go for like the 10-minute I'll be back. What? I'm old. Ada. Aren't being paid by people to draw. Basically, illustrations from someone. Using my special drawing method. It's also known as the carving style. You kind of already can see how it happened. It's basically like I use my very unique way to draw. Now again, I don't do request. Unless I got paid. But too bad! I'm not like, I don't eligible to get super chat yet, so you guys can't really like order stuff for me using that. Blame YouTube that don't recognize me as a content creator. If you're wondering, like, why do I draw like this, it's just basically, again, I'm disabled, so I have some certain issues with my hand-eye coordinations. So I developed a way to just use the lasso tool to just cut, like, draw the line out this way. Go ahead. Like, my stream is basically just vibing stream. If you ever go to my Discord channel, you would also be able to see a lot of, like, I technically go scout around like a lot of like drawing tips and stuff. So I constantly post a lot of drawing tips and things in my Discord channel. So if you want to learn more about drawing, or at least like a little bit tips and tricks, you can go ahead and go into that, and then you can watch a lot. But I do have while I have like a global, like, general one, but I also have like the 18+ one. So don't go there if you are kids. I say again, don't go there when you are kids. I don't necessarily really like post like yabai stuff in there, but it's just by the nature of it. You know, when you do art and stuff, you will see a close to naked or two like post reference. So with that, I do have to put like at least like the 18+ warning because of that. It's not because it's available for you to post like, you know, gosh dang degenerate stuff in there. Anyone does that will get heavily bonked by me. Ooh, Bleach music. I loved it. Yeah, I forgot. I'm developing a new way to do this thing, so I have to like separate the face and the hair, so I can do some additional rendering on the inking on the hair. Oh, it's a art commission. It's a VTubers called Spartan Taco. He usually wear helmet, so it's like not really visible at all, the face. So this is like the kind of first time I ever draw him with a face. Think I have to move the eyeball. Look a little bit too passively out onto the air. I need them to look a little bit more into the camera. Hi there. Why, thank you. I particularly don't claim this art style, but I do have a name for it. Like, at least the way I do it, I call it carving style. Because it's more or less like I'm just like chipping it into shape instead of like drawing line art. So if anyone ever like try to do something like this, yeah, you guys can feel free to do it. I don't really claim the art style. But it does take lots of time to kind of like master it though. Even now I'm still kind of like in my own way developing like new method to do it in a higher and higher qualities. by relying on the thick shadows and stuff like that, you know. Oh, why, thank you. You know, fun fact. I'm just going to, since like someone mentioned about that, I just do some. My eye is not real. Like in real life, like I can like show you guys like my character sheet is basically my character don't really have a face. The entirety of the face is actually the makeup. So the eye itself is also a makeup. Like in law context, I'm wearing contact lens. But if you look really, 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 really closely, okay, to my face, the green side of the eye is actually smaller than the purple side of the eye. There's a reason for that. It's because like the context of like my law is like I am a actress in working in the studio. Also like a stand-in director for the entire studio. But we have budget issues. So we kind of broke. we have no money for costume or anything like that. We do have what is left over of it. You know, the entire studio bankrupt and stuff. Technically not even bankrupt. It doesn't have a budget to begin with. So originally the character is supposed to have 2 green eye, but he dropped his eye contact lens and can't find the second green eye contact, so they have to like sub in a random like purple one, add it into the eye. And the problem is, if anyone do cosplay before or like know a little bit about contact lens, not all contact lens have the same size. Even with the same brand, it will be looking a little bit differently because they aren't really like manufacturing like size perfect, you know, in the mold. So that's why they have like this like slight imperfections. It's like I decided to add into that when I make my own model. And yes, if you guys kind of like figuring this out, I made my own model and everything. So yeah. Hold on, I'm working on lots of stuff here. I need to do a little clicking, this and that shit. You mean the eye thing? Yeah, I have a lot of things like low-key added into my model, which is like only people who really, really pay attention to my model actually notice. In fact, like the part that people see like, oh, this galaxy thing on the chest seems really, you know, seems really unique and stuff. Okay? And then I'll be like, you know what? Again, I made the model myself. I kind of like cheated out by not making like entirety truth of it. I actually got a hole in my chest. This is a GIF. Yeah, I just slap a GIF behind me. Done. No, there's no story. I made my own model. I just do whatever heck I want to make it easier for me to like do stuff. The fact I am the void itself is the perfect disguise. Basically, my law is I am the void itself. Means like the not like the void on the magical terms of the void. It's like, you know, like if you think about it scientifically, like the entire void is surrounding the entire universe, and the universe is just infinitely expanding into the void. So essentially, in context, there's a gosh dang universe inside me. So I just tear my chest open and then show that it's like try to do like the iPad pinch thing, like just zoom in into some random spot and then let you guys see that particular space in loop. I made this model kind of like around like 4 years ago. So when I'm making it, it was like around the era of male, like high sex appeal like male VTubers. So everyone is like, you know, having bare chests, like showing their pecs and shit. And then, look at me! My design look like a fucking twink! So, what is going to happen? Like, I'm not even looking at twink, it's more like, you know, the very standard, like, spiky hair anime protagonist, because I just want to become an anime man. So, I end up just have no sex appeal. So how do I, like, if everyone's showing their chest, and by law, my character, like, is supposed to look like a gosh dang silhouette. You know, like Conan, Detective Conan have like that, you know, like the silhouette man is the killer, the unknown killer, that thing. It's like, I look like that, or like, in more specifically, if anyone's seen the iPad, the iPod kind of like ads, like have a lot of human silhouette thing, I look like that. You know, it's just a blob of black human shape. So I don't really have any visual. All they can do is just apply gosh dang makeup on me. So if I show my chest, I show nothing. It's basically just a black gosh dang void. And you might think about it, hey, why don't you say like, why don't you frame it as like they put makeup onto your chest? I can't. My studio is broke. We don't have the budget or money to put like gosh dang makeup on the chest every single time it shows. They only put makeup on my face. If you look closely, if I look up and move around, you can say they didn't even fully cover the gosh dang neck. You can still see like bits and pieces of like the void thingy on my neck. And if I show my arm and stuff, like you can see like the void thing is there. They didn't even fully cover it. We don't have enough money to buy makeup. We only got a limited amount of makeup. We only can cover a few spots, okay? Don't complain too much. So in many cases, the chest galaxy I have in there is a gosh dang open wound that I refuse to regenerate. I just tear open my gosh dang chest to show some visual. Okay, respect the grind here. Yeah, when you have the ability to design your own stuff, you can actually, like, you know, design and make your own model. You can do lots of things you want. I have full control. Yeah, my friend did tell me, like, among male VTubers, I'm almost the most unique exister in the world. They never see any male VTuber, like, at least even visually look like me. Either they, like, here's the thing, even I have, like, some things I do talk about a lot, is, like, male VTuber design is actually quite dead because of one very terrible existence. Nowadays have a little bit more diversities, but, like, 3 years ago, male VTuber only got 3 distinct kind of design. You can literally categorize them in, like, 3 kind of design. Like, the first one is the most easiest. The what we call the high sex appeal like design They basically are the anime character from before the 2000 era. I'm not even kidding. I can show you guys the proof. Okay. Back in the days, I want to turn this into like a, you know, like content, like video topic to talk about. But, you know, I was too busy to do everything myself, so I didn't manage to do it. But I did collect lots of information and stuff. Write it in a note. So I'll show this. And this is like, yeah. So you think about like male VTubers, the first thing you see is like something like this, right? So you can see they have like long face, and then show pecs, high sex appeal, and also they have a lot of low voice. Originally my voice also sounded this. I have to higher my pitch up so to look a little bit more, you know, anime. So you can definitely see like there's like a certain type of look when it comes to male VTubers when they kind of like look for the high sex appeal design, and this is what we call the early 2000 design, early 2000 anime design, because anime from the past and even manga from the past, this is how they look like. This is back then, the olden days, how anime and like you know, anime and manga character look like. Before the 2000s, you can kind of like see this is like the old ass fucking anime. See? You look at any other older anime exist, you look at the male character design, they all scream like VTubers. Because it is. Just look at this. This is like the Vampire D Hunters. Like, look at this guy. Doesn't he scream VTubers? And then the oldest one from the 1989 like anime. And just look at this guy. See? I'm not kidding. It's literally any age before 2000s. Most male character design in anime looks like this. Like BTX. See? They all look a certain way. And that is like generally most of the VTuber would look like. There's not a lot of VTuber look like this one. Like heck, like since like most people who watch VTuber are dude, I think like if they look like this, they would be having a lot more male VTubers, like male audience. They should have like another sequence is like, hey, they still have like that like human thingy there, and then they have like a transformation sequence. It's like they get into pilot this like mecha. That would be even more fun. But yeah, this particular kind of VTubers design is here. This is type A, the high sex appeal VTuber design from the early 2000s kind of like style. And then there's type B. The type B is one of the most saddest thing in the world. Why I say that is because they are what we call the Kirito clone. The NPC male VTuber design. So basically, back in the days, like VTuber only got like this two set of design. Like either they are going to look like the early 2000s high sex appeal like VTuber design, or the second male VTuber design, they just look like Kirito. Kirito somehow, SAO somehow become like a so gosh dang like poison in the anime male character design for whole 10 years, more than 10 years. Like, SAO came out at 2010, and then after that era of anime, almost all male protagonists looks like Kirito. It basically is just like Kirito with a coat, Kirito that have a glasses, Kirito that's sci-fi, Kirito that have like slightly like longer hair, Kirito with shorter hair, Kirito with different clothing, a blonde Kirito, like all those kind of things. Everyone is just a different blend of Kirito. Pissed me off. Until like My Hero Academia become a thing, and then people starting to see like colorful hair, you know, like hairdo again. Else, we are just going to see Kirito everywhere. Like, slowly, everyone start to fucking hate Kirito face. So, not a lot of characters have, like, that Kirito look anymore. And then, there's the third one, nowadays, kind of like the popular third one, the D&D style one. Basically, they starting to look more like those kind of D&D portrait characters. You know, make it turn into life. I more view them as like VR kind of like space people rather than VTubings, because again, like VTuber is more like in the anime spectrum more. They are definitely not like it's just solely for that, but it does majority come from the anime spectrum. But yeah. So there's only like a few type of design when it comes to all those things. So when some of my friends look at my type of design back in the days, when it's just stuck on this tree type of like VTuber design, I kind of look weird because I stuck in like the in-between era of like the Kirito face and the high sex appeal like male VTubers, kind of like early 2000 design. Mine is like a little bit in between like 2005 to like 2010 kind of like anime design. You try to think about like what kind of anime was like really popular around back then. It's like Bleach, Fairy Tail, a lot of like or Naruto, not Shippuden, just normal Naruto. So like you kind of think of it like a lot of character back in the days, they have spiky hair. the ancient standard spiky hair protagonist. Like Wiki from Law of Wiki, like all those kind of things. My character was not actually based on anime. Mine is more or less based on a game called Kingdom Hearts. So my character is more or less close to Sora. But the color scheme is from Law of Wiki. But as time passed, I keep updating the model and stuff. I kind of like pitch up my green colors. It's not dark green anymore, so it's just now it's like turquoise green. I can show you guys like my old model. Hold on a little bit. Yep, this is my older model. So you can see the green is much more darker back in the days. And I look really freaking tired. And I only got half of the body because, again, this back then I created as a prototype. I'm still learning the stuff about how to make a model. And then I made my 2.0 model, but I rarely use this one now. A lot of people actually like this design a little bit more than like the newer one I have, the yin yang style kind of like clothing. The reason I don't use this one much is because when I make content, I have to record stuff, right? So when you do recording, what kind of screen you have to use behind you? Green screen. So the problem is, my hair is green, my eye is green, so green screen is not going to work. And then, what my clothes have? Blue. So I can't even use blue screen. And then, what kind of like colors that my skin tone and my mouth have? Red. I cannot use red screen. So I can't use anything at all. So I end up unable to use this model that much when I do like video filming content. So I just updated my model again in a much more simple kind of like look. Now with this, you know, much more unique. It's like a blend of my older model design with the newer model design, both together. I actually have a 3.0 model waiting. But again, like I need budgets to actually do that because I do, I commission as a business. If I have to make my own model again, I have to take a lot of times to make my own stuff. So if I don't really have like a lot of donation in the first place, I can't actually start making my newer model. I already have like most of his design and stuff already like set up and thing. I can put in here. Like this is like generally how he's going to look like. Oh, not this. Like this particular one. I add more kind of like Kingdom Heart like clothing style into it. So my character have like jacket, like collars, yada yada stuff, and a pauldron. Have like 2 shade of colors, white and black colors in here, and then there's a tone of green in here. It's a blend of like all the iterations that I have. And then they have like that kind of like specialty like eye stuff going on here. I add like an extra like eyelash over here. Like floating around the fucking face. I don't know why I do that. I decided to add that just, I'll be like, yeah, just like that. Have some fun. Randomly add some shit just for fun. And then I just like did that. So in the futures you can see like that extra eyelash for no reason. Just floating around. Those were the design I kind of like slowly like pitch into it. Alright, let's go back to my work. Well, you have to wait for a long time because let me open something up first. I set it up in my Throne account actually. It's more like, again, I need funding, so like I realized that the way I use Throne is a little bit much more different than how people use it, because normally when people use Throne, it's like, hey, I got a tub of loot to buy it for me, like something like that, right? So I switch it up into, because I see like there's like this crowdfunding system they have. So I decided, since I always want to do a lot of stuff but I lack of funding, it's like, oh, I want to draw this 1-page comic of like Doki Bird here, but if I do it, I'm going to take a lot of time to actually make it, so people can kind of like crowdfund it and make this thing happen for me. So once this thing crowdfunded finish, and then I will start the project. It's like community funded projects, personal project I have. And then also like community funded content is like, hey, sketchathon, hey, let's make like a comic series. Actually, I used to have a comic series, but again, it takes a week to make 1 chapters. So I need money for that. If you just get incapacitated for like a week, unable to do any business, then yeah, you kind of like doomed if nobody want to watch it, So almost everything is community funded. It's like sketchathon, help someone make a model for free for them, and then like content, more content support. It's like I make animations, or like make this and that other stuff, or like make a podcast, upgrade the podcast, or make some specific content, those kind of stuff, And then stream improvement thingy. This thing is actually on the stream improvement, so you can take a look into this one. It's like the 3.0 model sponsors, like those kind of things. I put in the funding in here. Because I'm Malaysian, it's actually showing MYR. If I turn it into USD, I just put it as like $650. I know it seems very expensive, but I am working it on my own. So yeah, I'm not really like paying anyone to do it. You're technically paying me to make my own model. I'm doing a lot of like different setup and stuff and working on it. Yeah, in some way, I got some very unique way to work on this. No, if people want to buy commission from me, they have to go to my VGen. And then I let you guys shop around in my VGen. This is like all the portfolio I made so far. Or you can take a look at this one. Oh, I haven't put a thing here, is it? Oh, I have. Scared crap out of me. So yeah, like that's this kind of things too. Technically, if you look into it, it's like my VGen stuff is here. I do animations. I do animations, cheap budget illustrations, also higher budget illustrations, like the current one I'm also working on. And I also do animation reactive, animated reactive like this. And I also do like funny, like meme kind of like animations. This is like the, if you watch like Death Note, you kind of like notice that thing, you know? Like this one is for Rima. This is the prototype I made. And then this one is for Dokeeper. I add a few more frame into it. And then this one is focusing on like drawing the expressions. And then I also do pixel art. And I do comic. Yeah, this is one of my most proudest one that I made. The pose and everything, and it's a tail. And then this is Andrea art. I think like the thing that back in the days like make me starting to like people start noticing me is this particular art what I made for Zendrea. Currently, this is also one of the art that I'm going to finish later on. You kind of can already see like how things work. Let me try to increase the opacity. This is what they look like. Obviously, it's not going to fully look like this. And then I also making my own stuff. It's been a while I actually use as thick of a inking as possible. Because back in the days, I kind of like... I decided to use less inking like this one, you can see. The inking is less because I do view this as laziness. Because back in the days, I actually use as much inking as possible to hide the detail. So I don't have to color that much. But at the end, I do find this particular like heavy inking style does have its own appeal. So I'm going to try it out again with like, you know, like I've been doing this for quite a long time. So I have like a newer understanding of how to use this particular art style. So I'm willing to use my own self-portrait as like a guinea pig testing to give myself a drawing first. And if it works well, then yeah, I can like do this. I'm still a rookie, to be honest. Like, I'm already 31 years old. I've been learning how to draw for ages. And this is my level only. So compared with anyone who actually, like, a little bit more talented, use the amount of time I train myself with, they would be better than me. But I'm also, like, the standing, like, proof that even you shit at drawing, long as you try enough, you can draw like me. And so, good night, mute. Nope. I'm a Malaysian. I live in Asia. I'm literally on the opposite side of the earth. If you guys are in US or like on the western side, it's like 3:25 p.m. for me. Afternoon. If it's late night for you guys should go to sleep. Hi, Mr. Void. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm listening to other music while you guys listening to Wuthering Wave music. Sorry, I am a little bit concentrating because I do have to finish my work. Someone paid me to do it, and I will be working on it. There's still quite lots of stuff that I do have to like finish though. It's like one of them is like my like Ace Attorney stream thingy. Yes, Ace Attorney stream is back, but I have to prepare lots of stuff for it. I even have like a new update on the objection stuff, and this particular thing, for everyone who is going to appear for like the Ace Attorney stream. So this way I can like do a little bit like, wait a minute, the ad shouldn't be me, should be someone else. Did I put something wrong? Let me try to check it. Yeah, both is me. Why? Okay, I need to do some double check on the streamer.bot thingy. That I did something wrong here. Just gonna take a break. A well-rested brain is a good brain. But don't take nap too long. Just a 30-minute nap will be fine. And then do the rest of the time. Maybe you can do revision a little bit, or do some exercise, having blood pump back to your bodies. It would help a lot. It would help a lot. Also relax you too. I am doing a lot of drawing stuff, but at the moment I found out there's some bug on my certain things. I have to take a look at it. Why is it like that? This should not happen. You know, they actually should just trigger this one instead. But for some reasons, it's not triggering. It's triggering, but triggering mine instead. Source, main Ko-Fi add. Okay, let's do it again. So it means one thing, the visual is not anymore. Oh. What happened to this thing? Okay, let's trigger again. For this particular one. Filters. Add show. Yes, just like this. And N. Oh, okay. Copied. Paste. Oops, not paste.